G'day and welcome back to the garage. In the last episode of the RM250 build, the intake and exhaust systems were completed with a key and PWK carb conversion and a brand new exhaust. In this episode, the original fuel tank will be restored and new plastics will be fitted. Let's get started. It's been over 12 months now since I last had a look at this tank, and while initially I thought it was in good shape, I forgot how bad some of these scratches and gouges actually were. But before I could start work on the tank, I decided to make a small stand just to make the process easier. And with some PVC pipe and a sheet of timber, this stand replicates the bike's frame backbone and supports the tank during the sanding process. The basic idea here is to sand through all of the tank's surface defects and then gradually use finer paper until no defects are left. I started with 320 grit paper by hand, but quickly realised that I needed more power, so an air operated sander was used to remove the worst of the scratches. It's really easy to make matters worse using power tools in this process, so plenty of water and light pressure helps prevent burning or gouging. Once I was happy that most of the deep scratches were gone, I could start with the sanding process. Starting with 400 grit paper, at least half an hour of sanding on each grade of paper was completed. It might look easy in the video, but trust me, this process was an absolute chore. And once you've sanded the skin off your fingers, the sanding process should be close to complete. After a good clean with wax and grease remover, a lamb's wool buff was used with no compound or polish to bring out the shine in the plastic. Again, you need to be careful not to burn the plastic, so the buff is kept moving with light pressure. Before the tank can be installed, the tap and mounts need to be cleaned up. A new O-ring is fitted to the tap and the mounts get new rubbers. With the tank completed, new plastics were fitted. I couldn't find new OEM items, so the plastics on this bike are from UFO. The fit and finish is excellent, and there's no way I'd be able to restore the original items to look this good. And that brings us to what I think is the crown jewel of this build. About 5 years ago, I found this new old stock seat for sale. I think it came from Italy or somewhere else in Europe. And this part was what started the desire to build a 92 RM, so it's a great moment fitting it to the bike. With the seat, tank and plastics now installed, the finish line is in sight for this project. Keep an eye out for the next episode, where the finishing touches will be completed, including installing those infamous RM decals. Thanks for watching, see you next time.